Amazon. Let's do this. Hey guys, TrepChains here. This video covers Amazon gameplay footage from the Diablo 2 Resurrected Technical Alpha, Acts 1 and 2. This is mostly combat footage with a low-level Boazon to take a look at what the game will look like if you choose to purchase Diablo 2 Resurrected. Most of the gameplay is the same as the original game, with just a few quality of life changes. Particularly, obviously, the graphics, which are amazing, and an optional auto gold pickup, a 10x10 individual and shared stash, and a selection of your minimap location. So we're just going to go through. Here is a Den of Evil with Corpse Fire as the elite. Just fighting again, low-level Boazon. Eventually taking out Corpse Fire. Moving into the Cold Plains now, we have a bunch of Fallen with their Shamans. Trying to take them down, needing to take down the Shamans so the Fallen don't resurrect. And also fighting some Dark Hunters here. Just come across Bishibosh. So need to take him down as well. He's an elite Shaman. Trying to dodge around to get clear shots at Bishibosh there. Don't have any mana potions in my belt at this stage, so needing to use my inventory for those. Also in the Cold Plain, starting to come across Gargantuan Beasts along with the Dark Spear Women here. Moving our fight into the Stony Fields with some skeletons, zombies, and Dark Hunters. The mob density is somewhat reasonable here. I'm just having to move myself around to try and look at things. Very important to look at things, but then actually kill them. Need to move backwards a little bit here. Make sure I keep my distance. Further in the Stony Fields, we have the Cairn stones with lots of little carver, and importantly, Rakinishu is in play here. Just trying to find him and take him down before we go into the next area. There's little Rakinishu there. He's the, I guess, the lighter blue one there. Yes. Again, just kiting him away a little bit. Try and get hits on him without getting damaged too much. A quick flick of the graphics there so you can see what he used to look like. Rakinishu. Here he is today.
My army will destroy you.
In the burial grounds now with Bloodraven. She's hoping to destroy us, but of course we're going to destroy her. She's pretty similar in form to her previous self, which you can see here, but it has been noted that her head is probably a little smaller. So if they were going to change anything, that head being a bit bigger would be the recommendation.
Not enough mana.
Takes me a little while to get through some of these fights. It's a very low level Amazon here. I'm just going to keep kiting around, trying to stay away from the zombies and get as clear as possible hits onto Bloodraven. He does run around a lot, so it can be a little hard to get a nice clear shot on her. She likes to move, but once we've got her, we've got her. Goodbye, Bloodraven. And check out the lightning coming out of her body. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Great job, team. Now in the underground passage with a bunch more little Fallen, Carvers, and Shaman. Always needing mana. Always needing mana. In the dark wood here, a bunch of carvers around a burning house. I really like the fire updates they've done, as well as the blood updates. any kind of water updates. I mean, honestly, the graphical updates are amazing. So this burning house shows that very, very well while I'm trying to round up some carvers here. In the Dark Woods, we have the Tree of Inifuss, and along with that, Treehead, Woodfist, and Friends. A little bit of a graphical comparison here while doing this, just having a look at those before we finish off Treehead, Woodfist, who is, you know, doing some not nice things to my mercenary right now. Back in the stony fields with the Cairn stones now, lighting those up in the specific order per the scroll, such that we can make our way to Tristram and check out that lightning and the comparison there to the original graphics. Beautiful. In Tristram now, fighting some skeletons, goatmen, and some more carvers. Need to clear everything here so we can rescue Deckard Cain, who's still trapped up in that cage there. Once that's complete, rescuing Cain such that he can go back to town.
Go to the rogue's camp without delay.
Nice. Also in Tristram, fighting Griswold. Griswold is one of the graphical changes that I think could be improved by making him a bit beefier. You can see in his original form, I feel like he had bigger arms and a bigger head. It just seemed to be overall a bit beefier. So just taking a bit of a look at him here before we get into actually taking him down. Now, time to actually take out Griswold, if I had enough mana, of course, but there's always basic attack. There's always basic attack. Goodbye, Griswold. Into the Black Marsh now, just to fight some brutes here. They look pretty awesome when they die with blood everywhere. In the Forgotten Tower, Tower Cellar here, fighting some Blood Clan. The Tower Cellar is, in my opinion, one of the best graphical updates in Act 1. So much has been improved with the lighting and the detail.
I need mana.
Also in the cellar here, fighting some Devilkin, just to have a bit more of a look at this area. And some Dark Stalkers here near where we're going to find the Countess with that pentagram there in the center. The Countess doesn't sound like she likes us very much, so let's take her out as well. Worth noting, if you are new to Diablo 2, that the Countess is one of the good places to farm in Act 1 to give runestones. And, you know, I just need mana. There we go. Just a bit of fun here. Sometimes you walk through the doors and, you know, too many skeletons. RIP. And then you need to go pick up your body. This is me trying. Hey, I got my body. Yay. Oh, wait. RIP. In the jail here, fighting some wraiths. I think they are very well done in the graphical update. I don't really like how they drain my mana though. Now into the cathedral, another gorgeous area with those blood pools there near the altar, taking out a shaman and also taking out some more wraiths in this area. There might be attacking my mercenary. RIP. And now me. Finished with my merc, onto the Amazon. Just gonna have to kite them a little bit around. Moving into the catacombs here, fighting some afflicted, some ghouls, which are the zombies, and Shadow Vex as an elite. Again, just kiting my way through, running out of mana as always, and trying to take down all the mobs. On Catacombs 4, just before Andariel, just clearing out the area with a bunch of Dark Ones and Shamans. Again, you can see here that the fire graphical updates are just honestly very, very beautiful. And they've really captured the darkness as well. Flicking back to the barracks to fight the smith. He went down pretty easily there, so we can get our Malice for Chassis. And Andariel. Andariel, known as the Maiden of Anguish, is a particularly sadistic entity. The Maiden of Anguish was once considered a close confidant of Diablo, until the Dark Exile, that is, when she and her companions ruthlessly betrayed him. Despite their former allegiance, he revelled in Diablo's misery and was described as enjoying a state of unmatched bliss throughout his humiliating defeat. Moving into Act 2 now, into the sewers with zombies and the elite Foulbang. And getting down to Radament. Radament is tough at low level, but the sewers, as you can see graphically, are so well done. So it takes me a little while to keep working down Radament, who can obviously also keep resurrecting things to help out. Eventually though, I get some decent hits on him, and as always, Radament will go down. Come on, Amazon, you can do it! When you have mana. There we go, Radament down, and beautiful lightning effects there as well. Plus a quick comparison. Into the Halls of the Dead now, where we have lots of returned skeletons, hollow ones helping to raise them, and in here as well we do have an elite, which is Viper Horn. Halls of the Dead is kind of where it starts to feel like it gets really challenging with lots and lots of mobs, plus, you know, the extra resurrections. But they've done a great job of all the detail in, I guess, Halls of the Dead and all the tombs, really updating the walls of these areas to include a bunch of hieroglyphics, and just adding a lot of detail while still remaining in the same overall style. Further in the Halls of the Dead, we also have some Huntresses here with Blood Witch the Wild as an elite as well. More returned, more hollow ones, while we're trying to get our cube from that center chest there. In the Maggot Lair now, as narrow and hard to navigate as always, fighting some death beetles. You can see my mercenary there. He's a little bit stuck behind. He doesn't seem to follow well in this area, along with a few other areas as well. And fighting the boss in this area, Coldworm the Burrower, plus some maggot friends and death beetles as well. Coldworm is immune to cold, and I was running a cold Amazon here, which made it a bit difficult. I really needed to get my mercenary out there to be doing the damage for me as well, be able to take down Coldworm. You can see this here, once the mercenary's in, I will start to do a lot better, as I say, my damage is very limited with anything immune to cold, as Coldworm the Burrower is. The mercenary there can just take some great hits, and down goes Coldworm. Outside in the Fire Oasis, fighting some more death beetles and some black raptors there as well. The death beetles in the dark, lighting things up with their lightning. Entering the Lost City now, fighting some Night Tigers along with the elite Soul Venom the Dead. Taking a lot of poison damage there, needing to try and avoid that poison as much as possible. And then having some Marauders with their multiple limbs and swords coming in as well to try and, you know, try and wreck me.
Not enough mana.
Not enough mana. Into the Claw Viper Temple with the salamanders or snakes here. Looking very nice with their updated graphics. And on Claw Viper Temple level 2, fighting some more snakes to try and get to the amulet at the Tainted Sun altar. Checking out the new graphics here real quickly as this goes off with the comparison to the previous graphics as well. Beautiful. Down in the Palace Cellar, fighting some horror mages here and June beasts with Night Slime, the elite, somewhere in there as well. Bit of a hectic location, obviously, with some poison being thrown out as well.
Not enough mana.
Eventually taking down the elite. Continuing in the Palace Cellar here with some lightning horror mages and some more June beasts around as well. See there a quick graphical comparison. And heading on in to the Arcane Sanctuary through this beautifully updated portal here. And here we are, the Arcane Sanctuary.
Am I the...
In the Arcane Sanctuary, we're fighting some Hell Clan. Note the reflections on the marbled areas of the floor, as well as some specters here, and eventually also some Ghoul Lords will come into play, throwing out their fire at us. Here's one now. Trying to fight from a distance where I can, since I am ranged. And you cannot forget the flying scimitars. Continuing on in the Arcane Sanctuary with more specters, more Ghoul Lords, some beautiful fire, and a few comparisons there, plus a Hell Clan or two. Watch out for the fire. Don't stand in the fire. More Hell Clan here. You can check out the updated stairways as we get this weird, I don't know, Inception type thing going on, as well as some more specters. Finally, coming up towards the summoner with another Ghoul Lord friend, just to make us like be scared of fire. But the summoner is up here and is our main target as the boss for this level with quite an evil laugh. Don't die. Quite an evil laugh. Still working to take out the summoner, but not long now. Get out the fire. Fire is bad. Down goes the summoner. In the Canyon of the Magi here, looking for the correct Tomb of Rasha based on the symbol. In Rasha's tomb, we've got a bunch of steel scarabs, some gore bellies, along with the elite Brief Grin the Mad.
I need mana.
Always needing mana to take everything down. Further into Rasha's tomb now, fighting more steel scarabs and taking a look at the change in the graphical update throughout these tombs. It is very well updated, in my opinion. Again, in Rasha's tomb, fighting yet more steel scarabs, some unravelers, which are raising the dead here, and burning dead skeletons. See the lightning coming off the steel scarabs, just lighting up wherever it goes. Also, apparitions in Tarash's tomb. Making sure I really don't have any mana because they'll drain it. And more burning dead, more steel scarabs. The tombs are pretty large, well, particularly the correct tomb is pretty large and quite a maze. Yet more burning dead, apparitions and unravelers here in this nicely updated piece of Tarash's tomb. There's so much detail added in various areas. Here we are going towards the staff location with more steel scarabs in the room, as well as some burning dead and unravelers.
I need mana.
Putting the Herodric staff in now to open up the way to Duriel, with a bit of a graphical comparison as well. All the light updates are very, very nice. And now, watch out, it's time for Duriel. Duriel, the Lord of Pain, hits very hard. I need to keep going back to town to resurrect my mercenary, top up on potions, and therefore have a variety of attempts at taking out Duriel here. Definitely the most challenging boss in the alpha, which is, I guess, expected because it is the Act 2 boss, so the last content that was available in the Diablo 2 Resurrected alpha. So ideally, our mercenary is tanking Duriel, and I'm trying to give him potions, but as you can see, often running out as well, and whoops, goodbye mercenary. Then I need to try and get out my portal to go res my mercenary and buy some more potions, such that we can attempt Duriel again. And eventually take down Duriel. GG. The last thing we can see here is Duriel looking very nice in the updated graphics. Thank you very much for watching my Amazon gameplay update for the Diablo 2 Resurrected Alpha. And I hope you enjoyed it. GG.